corruption. And in sports, Kampala Queens crowned league champions 2022-2023. This and more in Live at 8. Welcome, this is Live at 8 on Ndejje University TV. My name is Grace NABUKENYA with the news in details. Ndejje University Faculty of Engineering has launched their Institute of Electro and Electronical Engineering Students branch at the main campus in Luero under the theme to encourage, enable, empower and enliven their student members to enhance their technical skills by providing them a platform to showcase their skills. Sarah Chirabo with more of the details.
Because the network nowadays is also a networking.
Research and innovation being a key tool for every higher institution of learning, the Luero-based university has opened an Institution of Electrical and Engineering project aiming at bringing together engineers to share experience, build and promote research and innovation which can improve the social standards of the community.
Today I was talking to the students of Ndejje University that they have made a good decision to open the branch of IEEE at Ndejje University, and that through this IEEE branch they can now join as students members of IEEE and be able to leverage the advantages, access articles, access research reports, access new technological journals, but also be able to participate in new innovations globally. So we have a conversation including guiding them on how they can plan their life and be able to grow as successful professional engineers.
Referring to herself as an example, the Chief Executive Officer of Electricity Regulatory Authority, Engineer Zaria Wako, emphasized the female gender to take on the career.
Should not use their femininity as a disadvantage. They should otherwise use it as an advantage. Personally, having worked the journey of being an electrical engineer for 30 years, I have not found a lot of impingement. What is important is for them to plan their life very well. Because if they fail to plan, then they will be planning for failure. For example, I don't expect a 9-month pregnant lady up in the ceiling. But when she has delivered, after 6 months, she's fit to go on the pole, to go in the ceiling. We've done that, and here we are. We've grown through the ranks to heading institutions. So I encourage them that they should be motivated by looking at us who have walked the same journey and be willing to take on these careers. Because if these careers are not managed well, it is the woman who suffers.
She further informed that she is always available for students and ready to support them to achieve success in their journey.
It's the reason that I'm here, is to exhibit myself and inform them that I'm readily available to support them in their journey of growth in the career of electrical engineering. Sure. They would require the likes of us, the senior engineers, to mentor them through people engineers so that they are able to undertake projects practically that expose them to the engineering skills and qualify to be able to be registered as corporate engineers and later on as registered engineers in the country. Because it's when you're a registered engineer in the country that you can be entrusted to work on government projects in the country.
While explaining the Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineering project, lecturers commended the project, saying it is one way of linking students to an international community.
Electrical and Electronics Engineering, that is what we have launched today. What you see, that is an international body that is governing all professionals under electrical and electronics engineering. However, it cuts across all other disciplines of engineering, because engineering is a multidiscipline area whereby you can set up a project whereby every discipline of engineering can be. So
So we thought of it as one of the ways or avenues of linking or making our engineers to be known, heard and understood by the local community. So we wanted to bridge research we make here, we transform it from the research or prototype level into a project, into gadgets that can be used to solve various aspects of life.
In addition, according to Mr. Frederick Mukalas, a lecturer at Ndejje University, the project is beneficial in a way that it nurtures students in different aspects of life.
The benefits are some many. For example, we need to bring our projects into limelight, not to study only in class, but to attend different workshops that can nurture us with different knowledge and skills in engineering, especially electrical and electronics. So if a student registers under this association, both at the national level and international level, be able to get opportunities, network with different professionals in electrical, especially through research, conferences, workshops like what we have done today. We have had the workshop, it was a launch, but we have had the workshop with different things that have helped students to understand what they need to understand away from class. And another thing is that students who actively participate as volunteers, they can win grants if they write projects, they can win sponsorships for further studies if they actively. So we encourage all students who have been who have registered and those who have not registered to register, and as well utilize the website to tap into the different benefits that you can get as a student.
The function was also witnessed by, among others, the university's academic registrar, Dr. Mary Wanda Mutyaba, Dr. Robert Setekera, the faculty dean of ICT, Joab Wambale, the vice guilty president of Ndejje University. Sala Chirabo, live at 8.
Professor Olivia Nasaka Banja has urged the newly elected Guild Cabinet led by Aswa Stephen Thomas and Joab Wambale as his vice president to be creative and follow the university's core values for a better service. Now this follows their swearing in on 28th April 2023. Let's have a look.
Stephen Aswa Thomas, a second-year student pursuing a bachelor's degree in social work and social administration, was officially sworn in on 29th of April 2023 as the 31st Guilty President of Ndejje University and promises an immediate response to students' academic challenges.
My game plan, that is 10 days after entering office, is to make sure that I first deal with the most crucial thing that we are all heading towards to, that is examinations, and I'm looking at how we can implement other policy that allows students who have managed to pay 80% of their tuition to sit for their exams without any inconvenience. This favors the students and it's there in the university constitution. So in relation to our previous semester, most people really suffered and were denied exams. So at least this time round, they should have that access to exams. Yes.
While at the swearing-in ceremony, the University Vice-Chancellor Professor Olivia Nasaka Banja appreciated the old cabinet for the work well done and congratulated the new government upon the victory.
Allow me to appreciate the outgoing guild leaders led by the guild president, His Excellency Xavier Walugembe, the vice guild president, Edgar Tuhawe, and the guild speaker, Honorable Kimboa, and all the guild representatives. We thank you so much for leading the students' body in your tenure.
Professor Nasaka noted that the university management is ready to work with the new government and therefore urged them to always follow the university core values while serving.
Young leaders who have been groomed by our own institution to this day. We are thankful to God, and we as management are ready to work with you to achieve the goals of Ndejje University. My dear students, always remember our core values. Remember that you have to lead with integrity, that you have to be a very hard-working team, that you must work as a team. We expect you to collaborate and be very, very creative, and always lead remembering that you must stand as God-fearing leaders and respect yourselves and respect others.
In addition, Professor encouraged all candidates who did not go through to be strong and use that chance to contest for even bigger posts at national level.
The experience you've had through this period is the foundation upon which you will stand to contest even in other arenas. So we pray that you be encouraged by the Spirit of God. Never give up. We believe that you have also indicated that you have the potential to be good leaders in an institution like this, but also in our nation. So we will continue praying for you. After Ndejje University, you may even serve in communities beyond and even in the world in different capacity.
She further advised the leaders to also focus on their academics, since it's the main reason as to why they joined the university.
Besides politics, my dear students, I pray that you concentrate on your academic goals. I believe that being a leader of different category within this institution is also a sign that you are committed for the first purpose for which you are registered in this university. So I expect to have first class and upper second from this team of leadership for both the incoming and the outgoing.
The University Dean of Students, Mr. Wilfred Muhomo Zakato, appreciated everyone who contributed to the smooth running of the election process.
As a unit, so we would like to appreciate, of course, God Almighty, the intercessors that stood in the gap, top management, thank you for the support, the moral and financial support, Electoral Commission, caretaker government, security, so many people were involved. Like the chairman Electoral Commission was mentioning, it was a buffet of activities that started way back in March. But today we are saying Ebenezer.
However, students also expressed their happiness and emphasized the Guilty President to fulfill all his promises.
Aswa Stephen Thomas, congratulations, brother. We thank God who has enabled you make it through. I request you never forget your words. We entrusted God, and please, God will end everything. So, actually there is a saying that goes, if you kneel down before God, you can stand in front of everything and every person. As we knelt down for the success to take up this presidential seat, please let's keep on kneeling down so that it gets us through this very regime we're in.
Both the Guilty President and his vice were anointed by the University Vice Chancellor, who was escorted by the University Senior Chaplain. Sarah Chirabo, Robert Chimoli, live at 8.
In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has commended the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution for taking a firm stand against corruption. Now, he described this as the reason why the country is being slowed down when it comes to economic growth.
heads of non-government.
President Museveni made the remarks as the chief guest at the 6th Joan Kagezi Memorial Lecture. Joan Kagezi, who was an assistant director of public prosecutions, was killed on the night of 15th March 2015 at Chiwatule, a Kampala suburb, while on her way to her residence. The event, that was held at Speak Resort Hotel in Munyonyo, ran under the theme Organized Crime and the Necessity for Witness Protection, attracted all prosecutors from the country who had just concluded their 3-day symposium, where they reviewed their performance and also shared experiences as well as challenges in their course of delivering justice to the people of Uganda. Commenting on the day's event, President Museveni said, despite some complications on apprehending the culprits responsible for the killing of Joan Kagezi, all avenues and methods should be used to expose the killers and bring them to book.
It is really the laxity of the police, I think, of the CID. This is because immediately we had a rough idea of the killer. Immediately. I was therefore surprised when later on I heard that they had not. But the new CID director, I think, knows the information we had. And there may be some other complications, especially when the killers are living abroad. But I think that does not stop us from exposing them, whatever the complications, or using any methods to get to them.
President Museveni further told the gathering that the government took over the responsibility of educating the children of the late Kagezi, who is still alive, through them, as the lineage has not been terminated. On the issue of the salary enhancement, President Museveni assured the nation that all public servants will receive pay rise, but it's just a matter of time as some priorities take precedence. Commenting on the income tax levied on salaries of prosecutors, President Museveni assured them that he has already directed the Ministry of Finance to exempt prosecutors from paying income tax, but hastened to add that they will make their contribution through consumables like beer and perfumes. The Chief Justice, Alphonse Owiny-Dollo, disclosed that Joan Kagezi was killed at the time she was leading the prosecution of the 2010 Kampala bombing suspects. He expressed his gratitude to learn from the DPP, Jane Abodo, that the matter has been given special consideration and prayed that the perpetrators of the evil crime will be brought to book.
Cases do not take off immediately. And as I said, witnesses disappear, some die, some move on. Some lose interest in the case. They think the courts of law are not serious. Fortunately, it is not the Director of Public Prosecutions who is blamed. It is the Chief Justice and his courts which is blamed for matters over which we have no control. Those who find ourselves participants and those of us who find ourselves heads of justice institutions speak on behalf of the hundreds and thousands, and indeed we speak on behalf of the people of Uganda who are beginning to see a difference in the working of the justice system. And this is directly attributable to you. We are in the midst of competing demands for the little that we have in our basket. You've gone the extra mile, you've bent backwards, to ensure that the needs of the justice seekers is attended to.
The Chief Justice further thanked President Museveni for giving special attention to the justice institutions in Uganda, where a lot of achievements have been registered. While echoing the compliments made by the DPP Jane Abodo to the President, Chief Justice added that there is today a difference in the working of the justice system, attributing the positive changes to the President Museveni for his unwavering support. The DPP Jane Abodo thanked President Museveni for the pledges fulfilled, including, among others, the enhancement of the salaries of prosecutors.
Your Excellency, this means that each prosecutor actually handles 40 cases in a day, as against the several defense lawyers for the same number of cases. The same prosecutor is also required to peruse at least 5 files, reading 5 files a day. Prosecutors are also required to attend to members of the public, like I said, prepare committal papers, offer legal guidance, summon and interview witnesses, and attend to other related official responsibilities in their areas of jurisdiction. It is very clear with the scenario, the ODPP can hardly have the required level of efficiency, Your Excellency, and effectiveness.
The function was also attended by some of the Chief Justice who were presented with awards in recognition of their contribution to the judiciary and country at large. Others were the Justice of the Supreme Court and Court of Appeal and members of the Diplomatic Corps, among others. Sarah Chirabo, Alan Gamol, live at 8.
I will now request the award.
Kampala Queens FC kept the final day of the league seasons with a 1-1 draw against Lady Doves FC before being crowned winners of the FUFA Women's League IU Kaboja. Let's take a look.
It was joy and history made as Kampala Queens crowned champions of the FUFA Women's Super League at their home in Kaboja. In their final game, they needed a late rest Nancy strike to draw 1-1 against Lady Doves after Joelia Nagadia had put the Visitors ahead in the first half.
And the ball took a bit of a deflection into the back of the net.
Kampala Queens, who were declared champions with 4 games to spare, now end the season with 47 points after 18 games. They will represent the country in the upcoming CAF Women's Champions League zonal qualifiers to be hosted by Uganda this year. Now, after winning the champions with a 14-point difference over the runners-up County Muslim, the Mutunge Best side will have every reason to erase last year's painful miss after recording their best season this year in the club's history and in style. The team fans went wild in a wave of enthusiastic cheering, dancing and shouting the name of their respective favorite players. Elsewhere, FUFA Women's Super League defending champions She Corporate have been relegated to the Elite League. This comes after their 2-2 draw against Kawempe in their final game of the season on Sunday. First half goals from Zaina Ithungu and Winnie Nabale had earlier put She Corporate ahead. But second goal from Agnes NABUKENYA and Susan Nalukoda ensured that Kawempe Muslim completed a comeback. And at the final whistle, it meant that She Corporate were relegated after finishing second from the bottom with 20 points. It has been a poor season for the Sharks, who have struggled throughout, and heading to the final day, She Corporate together with 5 other clubs were fighting for their life to save their season. The Kawempe Muslim Ladies FC midfielder Shakira Ninagahira turned striker, having scooped both the Most Valuable Player and Top Scorer awards of the FUFA Women's Super League. Her brilliant form saw her score 12 goals and ends with 7 assists to lift the league record champion to second place. Kampala Queens custodian Ndejje Nakazuro emerged as the best goalkeeper after keeping 9 clean sheets from 12 games and conceding just a thrice. Lady Doves walked away with the Fair Play Award. Sarah Chirabo, Alan Gamol, live at 8.
At their home ground, the IU grounds, you can see the celebrations both on the technical team and the players. There you go, champions Kampala Queens, FUFA Women's Super League 2022-2023.
Thank you for watching. That has been Live at 8 with me, Grace NABUKENYA.